We have been lied to about what rich looks like. We think it's the Porsche in the driveway or the oversized house in the suburbs. But I'm willing to bet you know someone who makes $200,000 a year and they are absolutely miserable. They're stressed, they're sleep deprived, and if they miss 2 paychecks, they'd lose everything. That isn't wealth. That is just being highly paid, but poor. See, the problem is that we treat wealth like a light switch. You're either broke or you're rich. But in reality, wealth is a spectrum. And the reason you feel anxious about money, even if you got a raise this year, is because you're likely stuck in the gap between two very specific stages. Today, I'm walking you through the 4 stages of wealth. Most people spend their whole lives chasing stage 4, not realizing that true happiness actually happens at stage 3. Let's find out where you are. Stage 1 is what I call the stability floor. Let's talk about a guy named Alex. Alex drives a nice truck, he has a Netflix subscription, buys the latest iPhone, and goes to happy hour on Fridays. To the outside world, Alex is doing fine, but privately, Alex is drowning.
At this stage, your financial life is a pass-through entity. Money comes in and immediately goes out to Visa, Ford, and a landlord. This is the stage where your liabilities dictate your life choices. You can't quit the job you hate because the credit card bill is due on the 15th. You graduate from stage 1 not when you hit $1 million, but when you stop the bleeding. You know you've left stage 1 when you can walk into a grocery store, fill a cart with healthy food, and not have to mentally calculate the tax before you get to the register. If you are still sweating the price of avocados, you are in stage 1. And the only way out isn't manifesting abundance, it's widening the gap between what you earn and what you burn. Once you stop the bleeding, you hit stage 2, the immunity shield. Let's go back to Alex. In stage 1, if his car transmission blows up and costs $2,000 to fix, it is a financial catastrophe. It ruins his year. He has to borrow money or sell something. In stage 2, that same transmission blowing up is just an annoyance. This is where you have fully funded your oh shit fund. You have 3 to 6 months of expenses sitting in a boring, high-yield savings account. This stage is boring. It's not sexy. You can't flex a savings account on Instagram. But psychologically, this is the first time you feel safe.
In the U.S., nearly 60% of people can't cover a $1,000 emergency with savings. If you have that cash sitting there, you are richer than half the country, regardless of what car you drive. In stage 2, your boss can't ruin your life by firing you. The economy can't ruin your life by dipping. You have bought yourself time. And if you're watching this channel, you know that time is the most expensive asset on Earth. Speaking of time, take a second to hit the like button if you want to speed up your journey to stage 3. It actually helps the algorithm. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Stage 3. This is the freedom of choice stage. Most people think the goal is to have $10 million so they never have to work again. But stage 3 is actually where 90% of the rich feeling comes from. In stage 3, your assets, your stocks, your real estate, your side hustles are generating enough cash flow to cover your survival needs. Maybe not your vacations to Dubai, but your mortgage and food. Why is this the sweet spot? Because you can take the lower-paying job that you actually love. You can take a sabbatical to write a book. You can say no to a toxic client or a bad boss. I call this FU money light.
When you are in stage 3, you don't look at the stock market every day because you aren't desperate for a win. You're letting compounding do the heavy lifting. If you're here, you stop looking at price tags on menus and you start looking at the ingredients. You stop trading your time for money and start trading money to get back your time. If you can get here, you have won the game. Stage 4 is just running up the score. Finally, stage 4. Abundance. This is where the math stops mattering entirely. Your assets produce more money while you sleep than you could. At this stage, money ceases to be a tool for survival and becomes a tool for impact. This is where you worry about estate taxes, charitable trusts, and what you're leaving behind for your kids. But here's the irony. If you didn't build the discipline in stage 1 and the patience in stage 2, you will never keep the money in stage 4. This is why lottery winners go broke. They try to jump from stage 0 to stage 4 without building the psychological infrastructure to handle it. So, be honest with yourself. Which stage are you in right now? Are you fighting for stability, building your shield, enjoying your options, or building a legacy? Drop your stage in the comments. I'm curious to see where this community is at.